Hey guys and girls, I'm Linksalt123 and welcome to my project for Ocarina of Time called Beta of Time. My project it's basically about recreating some beta elements from the original version of Ocarina of Time. You can already see here there are some few changes. You can see the logo here, Zelda 64, which was the name originally for Ocarina of Time. So we already got some changes here. The grass are much greener and also much more simplistic than in the original version. Link and his horse is also different. For example, the horse is not Epona anymore. It is just a brown horse, as you can see right here. So let's jump right into it. And I have been uploading some few videos before on my channel about this project, but right now I'm just talking about it and showing off the actually some very fresh update for you guys and girls. I just made these changes right today and also last night, but still in 24 hours I literally made this. It's pretty amazing. I made some different save states. So let's just check out the very first one, which is for Jabu-Jabu's belly. You can see here also the in-game hut is also a bit different from the original version, but I won't talk about that right now, because if you have seen the last videos about updates for this project, you should also have been seeing this. But right now we are just into Lord Jabu's belly, and I just want to show you guys a bit of the rest of this dungeon. Not the whole dungeon, but just a bit of it. You can see here the textures are much more red and bright instead of a bit more detailed version. Actually, he's not so detailed again, but still it looks really amazing. I think this looks pretty much like the original one. You can see some screenshots on your screen right now from the original version of Ocarina of Time, the beta version. So it looks slightly much like the beta version there. Anyways, if we jump right into this middle room, we shall see some different textures, because we got some side textures here, which is much more pink looking. They are more brighter than the actual floor textures here. But basically the other rooms here, the doors, it is pretty much the same. I haven't changed the textures on this slimy rock thing, or actually just this electricity thing, the sponge weird looking thing. Anyways, it fits perfectly for the textures right here, but it can be pretty tricky to run around here because it is so red. Anyways, I think that's basically a really good start. I think we shall jump to the next save state, which is also slightly cool. Okay, this looks slightly normal. You can see the textures for the chest in the background is different. It is from Majora's Mask, but enough talk about that. If you jump right into the game here, you can see some very new changes. Actually, a whole nother design. It's not changed in models and stuff, but the whole texture area here is slightly different. The gray textures on the walls and also on the top here is actually from the beta of Ocarina of Time. You can see a screenshot right here on your screen, which shows how the texture is used in the original version, but I think it fits perfectly in for this. Basically, it's just made for all of this, and this is what I really want to show you guys and girls. You might not have seen this room before, and you might not see what it looks like. But if you can see on this screenshot, and also this screenshot, it shows a simpler design of a beta room from the original Ocarina of Time. Actually, Ura Zelda, before the beta of Ocarina of Time, I think it was in 96 or something, a really early test of Ocarina of Time were shown to fans and also developers and stuff. But this room should look like that one. It's not changed it anyway, because I don't want to use any patches or mods, but the textures are like remade into this looking area. And even we got a chest in here. When you open it, you shall retrieve, I don't know, a heart piece. Not the Triforce as it should be in the original version, but I think this room is clearly a masterpiece. It's not very detailed, it's very simplistic, but I still think, wow, it's a pretty cool Easter egg thingy. So for sure, make sure to check out this when the project comes out. The next save state is going to be in the graveyard. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Nothing changed basically. You can see Link here, Link's sword, joke, Link's sword 1, 2, 3. Nah, it's not fun. Anyways, Link's sword is more brown, and the shield also is in another detailed design, but enough talk about that. It's not what I want to show you guys and girls. The new thing on the graveyard is basically the pose, because if you can look on this pose that I remaked into the game, okay, it's just invisible. This is pretty boring, but we can still see the lantern, which has this beta textures on it. Yeah, looks slightly good at it. For fuck's sake, come on, you can't just get invisible all the time. Come on. Okay, now you're out of the map. Let's take another one. If you look on the screenshot right here, in comparison to this one, you should be able to see some kind of the same design way of my Poe and the original Poe. You can see the lantern is red and yellow, and also, yeah, it's also gray instead of this purple looking. I couldn't change the textures for the lower part of the Poe. I couldn't figure out what the name of that texture was, but I still, for God's sake, this is really boring. But I will fix that later on if I can do that anyways. But it is pretty hard because I can't figure out any kind of way to rename that or just find the actual name of that texture. So seriously, if you guys and girls know that the name of the purple part of the Poe here, please write it in the comments, because it would be a huge help. Anyways, that's basically everything for the graveyard. There's not much to say about this. If you go into Kakariko Village, you will also see some few differences. You can see this bridge thing has some other textures. We also got a lot of that cobblestone looking walls around here underneath the houses. Also the grass here is changed into a much more greener one, just like in the intro before you start your game. The sides here is still in this green color. I don't know why some of it are changed and some of it is not. I don't really know. Like this part it is changed, but down here it's not. I can't figure out that. But the texture design is pretty hard to figure out in some way. It's not that hard actually. It's basically just like Minecraft if you have been playing that game. Anyways, let's take the next save state, and it's pretty cool. It's actually really cool. If you walk into the Lost Woods, you will see this. It looks slightly fucked up even though, because we got some different grass textures down there. Boom, boom, boom. But then we should get some 3D effect by looking at these trees. And yeah, it's not a free roam. You can't go inside here. It's not like a mirror. You can just like boom. But it looks slightly cool. I took this idea from oh, this is literally fucking me up. But I took this idea from the original Lost Woods, if you can see on this screenshot, and also this screenshot in comparison to my version. Then it should be the Mystery Woods, I think it was called, because it was like this foggy place, not fucking, but foggy place, where we got a lot of fog around here between the trees, and Link should be able to run in a actual open area. I think. I'm not 100% sure about this, but it looks pretty cool, and I think I catched up to this idea pretty well with these trees. It took some few time to create this greenish and gray texture when it goes from green down here to more and more gray up here. But I still think it looks slightly cool. Even though the trees here fucks a little bit up because we just got no end on these trees, the upper trees up there. It just goes from the air right here, the sky on my textures, up to these trees. It fucks a bit up, and if you look down here, it's even more fucked up. I don't know what to do here, but it is slightly cool, and I'm sure you won't use that hole to source domain that much. So it might be a pretty cool thing, even though I still think it's pretty nice to run around in. I just realized that this was an arrow pointing at the entrance there. I have never been seeing that before in all these years I've been playing Zelda. What? Mind blown, really. Anyways, let's go to the next save state, which is also slightly cool. It's actually a huge difference from the original one. That's market, looks slightly cool, slightly normal, but if you walk to the castle, this happens. It looks fine, I think. Also Malong got some brown hair, because it is actually not Malong anymore. It's Aria, a beta character. But enough talk about that. I've been talking about that in previous videos, so make sure to watch them too, because it will give you some more information and just like cut off the different or zoom. Can I say that? I think zoom up all the different updates there have been yet about this project. But anyways, if you look here, the walls here are more like some rocks, some green rocks actually, with some greenish textures on it. We got the gray, no, not gray, the green grass here, and actually looks pretty much like some kind of garden instead of just a yard, and that looks pretty cool. I also made this this vine thing that Link will be able to climb up at, if you will find the actual spot here. Boom, boom, boom. So we also got a new vine, and that's pretty nice because I think it gives another feeling to climb up a vine instead of this blocky wall that should be here in the original version. Anyways, to finish up this place, it's actually pretty much like the actual beta. You can see it on this screenshot here, which should looks like this area. So I think this is a pretty good example of creating beta places in the original version instead of patching and modding the game, but you can just change some few textures and then it should be pretty much the same. For sure you can't get it 100%, but it's not what I'm aiming for. I want to give it my own touch too. We got this gold sculpture, holy shit, man. No, come on! Ugh. Let's go to the next save state. I think we got some great stuff to show here. Basically this is Hyrule Field, as you can see here, and it looks extremely cool, right? Let's just fly up in the air and just show you a bigger look of the whole field here. We got a lot of green textures, but it doesn't matter because it gives another feeling to the game. I think it makes it more, what can I call it, childish, if I can call it that, because this greenish very bright texture, so it looks more like a child game, but in a good way, right? We still got these roads around the field, and it's just nice. I love it. I really love it. I'm fucking in with love with this game, really, because there's so much to change, right? Another thing is basically it's pretty hard to navigate through the field because it's just green textures, but I still think it gives a great feeling to the game. So for sure we're gonna keep these textures into this project. Even though if you guys and girls have any ideas to create some with any kind of textures and probably also with gameshark codes, make sure to write it in the comments, because For sure, my project won't be made out of only textures. We also got some different gameshark codes that you need to activate before you can get the full experience of this project. The whole idea with this project was actually to make a project with non-patching the game, or modding it in any kind of way, because some people won't patch the game no matter what they do. I don't know why, but it might crash the game, it might not fit well for your version, it might fuck up your emulator even though. So I think, okay, fine, we just create a project, a simplistic project, but still give a great feeling and a new feeling to the original game, right? So I was thinking, fine, I'm gonna collect some few gameshark codes. I have been creating videos about that in the past years, about some gameshark codes for Ocarina of Time that created some different beta elements in the game without the beta quest, but more like a beta jump, a beta tonic and stuff. So I want to make a folder with all these textures in it that you guys and girls needs to load up on your emulator, and then also activate all these beta gameshark codes, which also will be included in a notepad document thing. And then you will be able to get a full experience of beta of time, or just the beta of Ocarina of Time, without even patching your game. And the easy thing is, if you don't want to play this anymore, you don't even need to get the ROM again or anything. You can just like change the graphic plugin so you don't load up textures from my folder that I will give you guys and girls, and sorry, and then you can just unactivate the gameshark codes, but you will still have them on your list of gameshark codes. For example, all these codes will be for 1.0, the American version of Ocarina of Time, the one we are playing right now. So you can just like unactivate everything and then you will be over it. That's pretty nice, instead of like finding the new ROM. Okay, I can find an actual link for the working ROM. So yeah, you won't meet any mistakes. I can't include the actual ROM, and even though I couldn't even include the actual ROM, which should be patched if I made a patched mod for the game, or a mod for the game actually. So I think that's basically rounds up everything. It's just a simplistic project, remember that, but I still think I collected a great fan base for the game, because a lot of people are watching these videos and a lot of people are commenting on this project, good and bad things, but that's a pretty nice thing actually, because I need some support for you guys and girls. So if there's something that you guys and girls don't like, make sure to say it, but for sure also to say the good things, because that's basically what supports me. And then you guys don't even I can't even talk right now. Then you guys and girls don't have the need to donate to the game or to the actual project, because if you guys and girls just say some good things about this project, it's fine for me. Then the motivation will be there, and then the project will be done further on. Maybe for a little Christmas gift for you guys and girls, a little present for you guys and girls, because yeah, there's not much to be done yet. So it looks really good, it looks bright, the future is bright, guys and girls. So make sure to support the project, make sure to like the Facebook page. That means a lot to me, because on the Facebook page a lot of updates are going on. Actually, every time I just create something new, it will be updated on there, actually before on YouTube. So make sure to stay tuned at that Facebook page. A link in the description will be there, and then I will say thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys and girls thinks that this project is pretty interesting. Make sure to watch the next video, make sure to watch the previous video, and then I'm signing out. See you later, guys and girls. Bye.